How's your heart, Snow?
It is. It has recovered now. I mean, I was,
You've
I
had
was
a few
stressed
minutes.
out, and it was funny because I was texting you about the game, like when plays were happening, and then you were like, your game was like, what'd you say, like a few seconds behind mine?
Yeah, like your text would come in as the play was happening.
Oh shit! I know, so I was ruining it. So I'm like, oh, just shut up, calm down, you know. Then I quit. I quit bugging you. I'm like, I'm just gonna let him watch the game.
And what we're talking about here is the Lions 49ers game to go to the Super
Yeah, the
Bowl.
49ers are going to the Super Bowl.
And the Lions had that game.
Oh my
They
god!
had it.
Like in the beginning of the game, I was like, like after the first play, after the first few plays, actually, I was like, wait, did the Lions oil up before they came out here and they're all slippery? That's why they can't get them?
Yeah, they couldn't tackle. Niners couldn't tackle at all.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, I thought we were going to have the Eminem versus Taylor Swift Super Bowl.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that we're not. And I'm glad that it's going to be, the 49ers versus Taylor Swift Super Bowl.
I feel bad for the I feel bad for the Lions fans. That was
Yeah,
brutal.
I know. It's sad. It was showing some of them in the crowd and they were crying. I'm like, oh, that's sad.
Yeah. On the other game, though, the Ravens were being such punks during that entire game that I started to root for the Chiefs, which I've never done before.
Wow.
Yeah, because all the stupid penalties that were happening, and the Ravens were over cocky in that game. I'm like, oh, I'm rooting for the Chiefs.
Yeah, that's not like you at all. You never want to root for the Chiefs.
Well, but it also is, how people lose their minds about Taylor Swift being at the game, even though she's on screen for like less than 2 minutes if you combine it all.
Yeah.
I mean, just seeing people melt down that Taylor Swift is at the game is kind of like extra motivation. Like, come on. And they call us snowflakes.
Oh, I know.
So now it's going to be the Chiefs and the Niners, and I don't think
I'm glad. I would rather have the Niners have to play the Chiefs instead of the Ravens.
Yeah, because I think the Ravens could have beaten the 49ers, but I think the 49ers could beat the Chiefs.
Let's hope.
And I don't think the Lions could have beat the Chiefs.
Yeah, or the Ravens, really. I mean,
or the Ravens. So it gets into this complicated math. So now I'm going Team Niners over the Chiefs, hopefully. But I did feel good for you. I was thinking about you. I was like going, the whole game, I'm like going, I wonder how much she is like just sitting there swearing during the whole time.
Oh my God, I was cussing up a storm. More than normal. More than I normally do. Okay?
Probably, yeah. I mean, I've driven with you in cities, so yeah, I know. And I've watched games with you.
Way more than when I drive. So much more.
Especially during that first half, I'm like going, oh wow, she must just be losing her mind over there.
Oh, I know. I was so mad. I was like, you guys came this far to play this bad? Like, what the hell is going on? And then I was like, I think I texted you this too. I go, I hope at halftime they go in the locker room and like they get their ass kicked or something and get some motivation to get back out here and do a good job. And I think that's what happened.
Yeah, it definitely changed in the second half. That first half though. But what it boiled down to was the stupid coach would go for fourth down. He missed the first time, and it was the second time that really bit him. When he should just kick the field goal and gone up by 10 points, I think, at the time. But no.
He got greedy.
That's what
greed will do to you. He should have been smarter.
Yeah, fuck. What Gordon Gekko said, greed is good. Greed is not good when it comes to football.
Greed is the 7 deadly sin for a reason.
Yeah.
It's probably the worst one out of them, too. If you think about it, some of the other 7 deadly sins are, pretty much tied into greed. Gluttony is,
Well, I mean, that's all.
Being greedy. That's kind of greedy, too, in a sense. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the whole issue with everything and why nothing can be done in Congress. But that's a conversation for another day. Have you ever seen a pass, though, bounce off the opposing team's face mask and bounce into the other guy's arms?
That was so awesome. Oh, my God.
I thought when I was watching...
What would have made that even awesomer is if he would have been in the end zone.
Yeah.
And did that. Would have totally got a touchdown off of that.
Yeah,
that would have been even more awesome.
But the Lions defender had touched him before he got to the end zone.
Right.
So he was down. But no, that would have been cool. I mean, what a play. Never seen anything like that. So, congratulations, Snow. Your 49ers are going to the Super Bowl, Las Vegas, again.
Yay!
To face the Chiefs. We've seen the Super Bowl a few years ago. It didn't turn out good. But I think this time, the Niners are a better team than the Chiefs are. They just can't start off how they started this game.
No, they can't. They got to come out swinging.
And the weird thing was, the beginning of the year, I picked the 49ers in the Super Bowl, but I thought it would be the Bills. And the way the Bills lost last week was just horrible. The same thing with the Super Bowl. Does the field goal, kicks wide right. And the chance to tie it up with a minute and a half to go. And they missed.
That's gotta hurt.
It's gotta hurt. But what the dumb thing is people, Tyler Bass was the kicker for the Bills. People were sending him death threats to the point where he had to turn off his social media.
Now that is just stupid. What the fuck? It is just a game.
Yeah, it's a game. And I'm sure the same thing is going to happen to the Lions coach tonight.
I am so grossed out by some of my fellow Americans. Give me a break. Fuck off. You don't get to threaten somebody's life because they didn't win a fucking football game. Fuck off.
Yeah, and this all ties into the culture that we have now. That if you say something on a podcast that you don't like or whatever, or you miss a field goal, you get death threats. It's dumb. Or the whole swatting thing, Nikki Haley's house got swatted, or Marjorie Taylor Greene's house got swatted. It's just fucking dumb.
They need to make a automatic strict penalty for swatting. That's ridiculous. I mean, that's just fucking childish too.
Well,
my God.
And also, they need to take these death threats seriously, whether it's against a kicker for a football team or whether it's against a judge in a case against a politician that you don't like. These death threats need to be taken seriously. I don't care if they say they're kidding. You're making a death threat. So your words are true.
Yeah, there should be, like I said, there should be stiffer penalties for shit like that.
Yeah.
You're wasting fucking taxpayer dollars.
And resources,
Right.
A lot of times the SWAT team doesn't get dispatched. They catch it in time and they realize it's a hoax.
Okay, See, I thought that it meant like if people got swatted, that I thought it meant automatically that they didn't fuck around and they sent them there right away.
Not in every case. With
always.
I don't know in the Nick Haley case because I didn't read into it, but I know in the Marjorie Taylor Greene's case, the second one that they did, they didn't actually get dispatched.
Oh, okay.
But it's still the same though. You're still making that threat.
Bullshit. I mean, it's fucking bullshit. Bullshit and childish.
Yeah, and I think that has to go with social media because people feel entitled that they can post anything they want out there and there's no repercussions. But when it gets to the fact where you're calling the SWAT team, you know, there should be. Or if you're making a legitimate death threat, you can't make a legitimate death threat on Facebook. The comment will get taken down. You'll be put in Facebook jail. You know, it should be the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't even say vanilla garbage or use a different term on Facebook without getting banned for that.
You're not even allowed to say it like thinking that it's a compliment to yourself. Because I read up on that, and this one guy he was pissed because he's like, I proudly call myself white and then T. Rubbish, but T word. So that we don't get flagged and then taken down or whatever. But, he was like, what the hell, Facebook? I proudly call myself that, refer to myself as that. And they sent him to Facebook jail. And he wasn't even saying, like, negative stuff about referring to himself as that. Like, he was proudly calling himself that.
Yeah. Well, the good thing about the Tyler Bass situation is, you know how all football players have, you know, a charity, you know, because one of the things you do is if you're an athlete, you create a foundation, and every player does it, and I'm sure it's for tax reasons and stuff like that. That you come up with a charity that you donate to and a cause. Well, Tyler Bass's one was for cats, that homeless cats. So his foundation would donate to homeless cat shelters or placing, you know, cats into homes and stuff like that. And since then, despite all the assholes who are making death threats to him, that charity has raised $260,000 towards these cats, which is a good thing to raise awareness to it, and it doesn't show that all people are assholes.
Right. Yeah, something good came out of it.
Yeah. The other thing, I sent you the link, and Ben Shapiro came up, you know, featured on that horrific rap song
called Back, right?
Yeah.
That's the name of the rap song.
Yeah, and someone else had posted, Sydney, who's been on the podcast a few times, had posted that, and that's the first time I heard about it, and I listened to it, and I was like going, he should just stick to burning Barbie dolls, you know, because...
I know. When you sent that to me, too, like, they're in there rapping about snowflakes or liberals. I forget what term they use.
Yeah.
But they sat there and were complaining about us getting offended, like people getting offended, and I'm like, this coming from the guy who put his daughter's Barbie dolls on his barbecue grill and lit them on fire? Like, how are we the ones that are triggered? I don't go, like, whatever, I don't like when I don't like some of the things that they say, I don't remember us, not even once, going and putting something on my grill and lighting it on fire.
Yeah. And that was my point. But then somebody responded to me and had said, it's only okay if the Dems or Libs do it. And, the clown face. And I posted back, I'm like, look, I'm not trying to get Ben Shapiro's rap song canceled. I was just commenting on how god awful it was, and how, just as it's in his rights to put that out there and do his shows and burn Bobby dolls and whatever he wants to do, it's my right to be able to comment, to say how much it sucks.
Right, yeah. It's not like we're going to, like, get him canceled or anything.
Yeah, obviously, we're not going to get Ben Shapiro canceled for anything.
I mean, he's going to get himself probably canceled because of how fucking awful the song was. I mean, people are going to be like, yeah, I don't want to listen to that. Probably people on their own side, I would be willing to bet, like, that they don't even fucking like it. That they think it's stupid. I don't know. I don't think they're out there, like, pumping it and basing it in their cars.
No. I think you're wrong there, because we both have seen this truck driving around Kingman, where it's like this old beat down truck that in the back window it said "Certified White Boy." I think he is driving around town banging that song out.
Well, maybe, but I mean, we don't. Maybe it might even be too stupid for him. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
I don't know. I mean, it's a pretty bad song. I mean, it's like,
you would think if you saw it, and if you saw the video, what I thought was, this is Saturday Night Live, right?
I know. I thought it was like somebody doing a joke, but I'm like, no, that's really Ben Shapiro, though. And then I don't know who the rapper guy is that's like rapping with him. I've never even heard of that guy.
Yeah, but no, it looked like a Saturday Night Live skit.
Yeah, I know. I thought it was a joke at first, but no, it's real.
But speaking of getting canceled, Snow, we were officially canceled this week.
We got canceled? What?
We got canceled on YouTube.
YouTube.
So the story about this is, and not to piss off the people at YouTube, is one of the platforms our podcast is on is Google Podcasts. Mm-hmm. Well, in April of this year, Google Podcasts is going away, and it's switching to YouTube Podcasts. So I was ahead of the game. I'm like, okay, I will put our podcast on YouTube. Which what it does is you put the links in there and stuff like that, and it converts our podcast into video episodes. Even though it's not video, it will just show the picture of our podcast, and it's like an audio video podcast.
Okay.
But within an hour of me posting this, they took down 4 of our episodes because they were saying that we were spreading anti-vaccine information. And I went back and I was trying to think about this, because we've always been pro-mask, pro-vaccine, and stuff like that.
Pro-vaccine, like shit. I've had all of them.
Yeah.
I've had all the vaccines.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think to myself, why did they take down these episodes? And I figured it out, because I believe that in those episodes, that when somebody does spread vaccine disinformation, we will discuss it and we will quote what that person said about it.
So we were quoting,
say,
Aaron Rodgers
or Joe Rogan, about it. And by us quoting it, and this, it's not like somebody reported us or anything like that, because it was too fast for that. that the computer program goes back and they scan the words that we say. So if we quoted exactly what, say,
Aaron Rodgers,
or maybe when Donald Trump said you can inject bleach.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It would flag that, and hopefully, before this gets on the YouTube, because the YouTube channel is still up, they just take down certain episodes.
Yeah. So they're going to take this one down too.
They will probably take this one down.
Yeah, because you said,
Yeah.
So like,
even though I said the word, even though I'm quoting someone else, and I said,
right.
Even though I am giving disclaimer, we do not think that this is a cure. Even though we're saying this, just because I said those words, inject bleach.
Yeah, we do not think that people should inject bleach.
Yeah.
Like, that would not be a good...
Yeah.
That wouldn't be a good idea.
But that is the reason that episodes were taken off of the YouTube platform.
Right.
Which is kind of ridiculous.
I know.
But hey, we can proudly put ourselves up with Ricky Gervais, Dave Chappelle, Alex Jones, and say that we were canceled.
We were canceled.
Yes. And I know there's a lot of people out there that probably want us canceled for other reasons because they just can't accept views, but whatever. That's fine. Fine. Hey, we appreciate anybody that listens. Thank you.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. Now, personally, I can't waste my time, though, on hate listening.
No.
And I can't waste my time on, like,
I don't have time to hate listen to people that... I don't really hate anybody anyways. But I don't have time to sit there and hate listen to them.
Or like, the Patriots had a bad year, right? And they benched the quarterback. I'm not going to send death threats to Mac Jones. It's just a game. It's just a game.
Yeah, get over it.
Yeah.
Better luck next year. You have all off season to practice up and get better and maybe get some better players, and then you can come back and do the game.
Yeah.
I mean, like, what the fuck is wrong with people?
And in the big scheme of things, don't we all have bigger issues in our lives, bigger problems, whether it's financial, family issues, or whatever?
Just things that we care about more.
Yeah, life is tough. A game is stupid.
Yeah.
Being mad about any kind of entertainment forum, whatever it is, being angry at that is just stupid.
It's stupid, yeah.
And, I mean, like in the Super Bowl, I'm going to be rooting for the 49ers now.
Yay!
Yeah, and
too.
I'll be happy for you if they win. But if they lose, life goes on.
Better luck next year, right? That's what I say.
Yeah.
If that happens, like, that's all you can do. Like,
because it's just a stupid game. And just like everything else, there's bigger issues in the world of things that we could be concerned about.
Yeah.
But we turn to these things like, I don't know, any kind of podcast, radio show, TV show, movie, sports. It's a distraction from life. And it's entertainment to get your mind off stuff. So I just don't get the people who use that to just get angry. Like certain news networks. I don't know why anybody would purposely watch a news network to rile themselves up.
Maybe they like being pissed off. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, I mean,
I'm not
I get.
my time trying to figure out what other people think either. You know, I'm like, there's like a saying that I'll never forget is like trying to figure out what other people think is like trying to smell the color 9 or something like that. You know,
Yeah.
like ridiculous and impossible to do.
Yeah. So. But anyway, I know we were off for a couple of weeks. You know, just life goes on. You know, we're both wrapped up and stuff. But you know, in overall, we'll come up with content. You know, hey, this podcast is going to go on despite anyone trying to cancel us.
Yeah.
You know, it's just the way it is. Deal with it.
We like doing it.
We like doing it. It's for our mental health and the tens of fans that we have that enjoy it. It's for them. It's not for the haters.
Yeah.
So,
but you're welcome to hate listen to if you want.
Yeah, no, please listen and subscribe. Follow our social medias. You know, hey, we welcome everyone. And it's just an open forum and discussion for anything. And it's just our own opinions is all we do. This is the whole thing. It's our opinions. And it's within our First Amendment rights to express our opinions. Yep. So on that note, Snow, congratulations. And I really think this will be the year.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Your team will be back to its glory. And
February 11th.
Most likely will tie my Patriots for 6 Super Bowl rings.
I hope so.
Yeah. It'll all be different next year when my team makes a comeback.
Huh?
It'll all be different when my team makes a comeback.
You guys are going to need another Tom Brady.
Yeah, you got more of a Tom Brady than we do. Hopefully we can draft one.
Yeah, maybe.
But we did hire, a new head coach. His Bill's gone now. You know, and they've already tried to cancel my new head coach.
Fuck them. Just fuck them. I don't even want to get it started on that topic right now.
We won't get into why they're trying to cancel him. That's a different subject.
I don't even want to go there.
But it is Boston.
Right.
That's all you need to know.
Fuck them. That's just going to make our podcast have to go longer. We don't want to go longer. This is a short one.
Yeah, this is a short one, so we're going to end this now. And we will see you next time. Bye, y'all.
Bye.